New girlfriend cheats with my boss and instantly regret it.
Oh, DD, oh, what it is? Oh, DD, what it is?
Here is a little backstory. About 22 years ago I was working at a packing plant and had just ended a 4-year long-term relationship where I was cheated on. I put her to the curb and started dating again. I met this recently divorced girl at work who was the receptionist. She was cute and a lot of fun, so we started seeing each other. Everything was going well, but I wasn't serious about anything long-term. She would drop hints about moving in together and I just never could pull the trigger with her. Something was wrong. We got really busy at work and I was volunteering for as much overtime as I could to make extra money. I worked evenings and my crew was small and we were really close. One night one of my guys said he saw my boss's car at my girlfriend's apartment building. Since he lived about 30 miles away, I knew something was up. I had worked for him the previous weekend and my girlfriend ended up going to the casino that weekend since I got called into work, LOL. I knew something was up. So I walked up to her door and knocked. She asked, "Who is it?" I said, "It's me, baby. I dropped by to see how you're doing." I had a few minutes. She opened the door and let me in and he was nowhere to be seen, so I called out and asked him to step out and he did. I asked what was going on and for how long. They said they had been hooking up for about 2 weeks. My boss, who was recently divorced, was having hell with his ex-wife. I had felt sorry for him up to this point. I said, well, I didn't appreciate the high school bullcrap and that I didn't care if he saw her. If he wanted a turn he could have just told me and we could have been adults about it. He apologized about it and then I told him that I didn't want this to interfere with my overtime. I still wanted to work as many weekends as I could. He said no problem. I never at any point acknowledged my soon-to-be ex's existence. She immediately became invisible and unable to make sound in my presence. She kept trying to get my attention and apologize, but I never responded to her in any way.
Emotional, damn it!
Between his messy divorce and my girlfriend, my boss had been dating this cute young girl about 20 that worked at the plant. A few days later at work she asked me what was going on. I told her about what happened and she was a little hurt. I told her that it was good she found out now before it was more serious. She said we should go out and piss them off, which we did. It turned out that she was a freak and I had a lot of fun with her. One day in the office while my boss was in there, one of my coworkers asked me how my date went. I said it was great and possibly the best trade I had ever made. I had no regrets. My boss just got up and walked out.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
We didn't speak other than business for about 2 weeks. On Fridays we sell employee sales to employees. So the employees would go to the receptionist, pay and get a ticket to bring to us and we would give them their food. My boss said, "Hey, I'm gonna take these 10 boxes and I'll pay for them up front on my way out." However, on his way out he went right past the receptionist office, so I could see if he paid or not, which he did not. Since he had seemed to make this decision on the fly, I called the plant accountant and asked him to check the cash box and the tickets to see if there were any there for my boss. I was suspecting that my ex would just fill out the tickets and have them ready and that way we couldn't catch her unless the box was short. When the accountant checked, no tickets had been made, so he just got in trouble and was eventually fired. Later she was being scrutinized and seemed to be short in the cash box but unable to tell for sure. So they had someone come in and pay for food with a $100 bill. Since there were no big orders done the rest of the day that would have required $100 as change, and since the $100 bill was missing from the box at the end of the day, they knew she was skimming. Thereafter she also got fired.
Another one.
I ended up replacing my ex-boss as the superintendent of the department. So, I got rid of a cheating girlfriend, got rid of the same cheating boss, had freaky sex with his ex and got to brag about it to his face, got 2 thieves fired, I even got a promotion, and still got to keep my overtime.
Oh my God! Wow!
Things usually don't work out this well for me, but this was priceless.
Wow guys, this was a really messy situation, but OP came out the winner. I guess revenge is truly best served cold. The cheating girlfriend and the boss buck around and found out that if they cannot be good, they have to be careful, as Granny used to say. Relationships between co-workers hardly ever end well, and this is yet another perfect example. So guys, if you can, avoid getting into any serious relationship with any co-worker. Matter of fact, I would go further and say be careful even if you are just hooking up, because someone usually ends up catching feelings, and if it turns sour, things escalate real quick. Anyway guys, please subscribe to the channel for more relationship stories, cheating stories, and revenge stories like this one. Let's check out some relevant comments.
First comment comes from Richie. Honestly, despite everything you achieved, what really had me rallying behind you was how you completely dismissed your ex's existence amidst her cheating. Bravo. Good or bad, you didn't give her the attention she must have been sorely lacking to have cheated. You didn't feed into it. Instead, you played the long game and kicked her ass in four-dimensional chess, so hats off to you, sir. I hope she felt smaller than a gnat in that moment when you showed her you can completely discard her like she completely discarded the relationship, so callously. I hope that moment is forever seared in her brain and she'll always regret the mistake she made, because not a lot of would-be victims get the retribution they deserve. I hope you're the beacon for future survivors of infidelity to find the strength and courage to move on from their wayward spouses or jaded partners and reroute that love, energy, and strength towards themselves. Thank you for your post. OP replied, yeah, she got destroyed. We had mutual friends that we double dated with, and her friend got pissed because we had such fun together. Found out that money going missing around her was nothing new, so I feel like I dodged a bullet. Someone else commented, best way to handle a cheater, and I hope you and your old boss's ex are still hooking up. OP replied, oh no, she was way too young for a serious relationship. We just hooked up a few times. Thanks. Twinkie Bell said, nice, OP. I'm confused about the tickets and sales, but either way, everything worked out just fine. OP replied, so basically if you wanted to buy some meat off the street you would go to the office and see my ex. She would take your money and then write you a ticket with a carbon copy. She kept one and gave one to the purchaser. The purchaser would bring the copy to me and get their meat, and I would take the ticket and turn it into the ex. She matched up the tickets and money. However, if the ex-boss had not taken that product, then they would still be skimming. And the last person said, what a legend.
Well guys, what do you think about this cheating revenge story? Should OP be happy for his cheating ex and boss to lose their jobs? Was this a good revenge story? And what would you have done if you were the one in the situation? Share your thoughts with us, and please, for me, like the video to get it out to other people who like content like this. Oh, by the way, check out this other video on the channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Love.